Google app or at kysii.com, xsquadaffiliates.com, iTunes, Google Play, and especially on the SME Network on Tuesdays at noon. You don't want to miss it.
Mic check. Yes, this is your humble host, Marcus Harper. And make sure you check out my show, the Marcus Harper Podcast, on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes, hop aboard this train of thought weekly. 60 minutes of work. I got you. Sports talk, soul beats, and life. Again, the Marcus Harper Podcast, weekly on the SME Network. Check me out. Life is good.
Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Protect yourself at all times. The referee issues that reminder because it's important to a fighter's safety and success. Doug Stewart here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security and remind you that living in the metro Atlanta area is sometimes like boxing. You've got to protect yourself at all times. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff of Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience protecting people and property, from alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between. Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all the security services they offer, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. We back. Woman Wednesday. Shouts out to all of the women that listen to the Doug Stewart Show and to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. June 29th, 2016. I need everybody to put their hands on the radio and say a quick prayer for the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And from what I understand, a chanticleer is like a big chicken. Remember I told y'all at the start of the, and I'm not saying a big chicken literally. It's a regular-sized chicken. Remember earlier I was telling y'all when Coastal Carolina got into this finals with the World Series championship in baseball that Coastal Carolina was actually like a subsidiary-type sister school to the University of South Carolina, like when I was very young. And I think they've been, they kind of separated and became their own entity. I don't know exactly. Don't get me in a line out here. But basically, that's they're kind of like a cousin of a gamecock, a chanticleer. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. And talking about Durant and Oklahoma City Thunder, I haven't brought up the fact that there was a trade for OKC. Serge Ibaka was traded to the Orlando Magic for Victor Oladipo. Now, you remember when Oklahoma City had first went to the finals a couple of years ago, and I can't remember who they even lost to in the finals. It might have been Miami. Even years before that, there was talk of OKC having this big three. They had showed so much promise early on with Ibaka, with Durant, and with Westbrook playing together. But it seems like over the last couple of years, man, Westbrook or Ibaka, get it right, Dougie, Ibaka is kind of not really taking his game to the next level. He's shooting a lot more three-pointers now. They got three-point shooters. They don't need three-point shooters, but Ibaka, I guess he went home over the summer, man, and started practicing three-pointers, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and felt like that's what he wanted to do. And I don't know whether Billy Donovan has him, setting up behind the three-point line or what, or that's their offense or whatever, man. But his game has kind of changed. You remember when he first got to OKC, he was kind of like one of those guys in the block. He was their big guy. He runs the floor like a forward, but, he's like 6'11". He's a big dude. So it just wasn't working, man, and Kevin Durant was asked about the trade, and he says, man, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for him. He gets a new beginning, and they get Victor Oladipo. I love Victor Oladipo. I do. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Reggie Jackson that used to play for OKC that now plays for Detroit. He reminds me of Reggie Jackson, but even more. You understand what I'm saying? He reminds me of Reggie Jackson, but better. And, man, so I guess, maybe they move Russell Westbrook to the 2. Is that what they do? They bring Deion Waiters off the bench. They continue to bring him off the bench. It gives them scoring, instant scoring, kind of like the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the day. I love the deal. For OKC, man. Victor Oladipo got so much potential, man. He was balling for his first couple of years in Orlando. And I don't remember all of the details of the deal. Maybe they got more, as far as picks and consideration or something on Orlando's side or not. I don't know. But this is a win-win for everybody. Maybe Ibaka goes to Orlando, man, and he does this thing. And the other deal that I didn't talk about or haven't been able to talk about because of the days that I missed last week, Thursday and Friday, is the Atlanta Hawks. They make a deal, and they trade Jeff Teague to the Indiana Pacers. They also pick up the 12th pick in the draft, which they used to get Taurean Prince from Baylor. But the point of this whole conversation is I've been telling y'all all year. Matter of fact, I think I've been telling y'all for 2 years. Man, that Dennis Schroeder is the real deal. He is the real deal. You know who he reminds me of? I always do this for you, who so-and-so reminds me of. Dennis Schroeder reminds me of Tony Parker. He reminds me of Tony Parker. Same type of game. I guess it's a foreign player type game type thing. I don't know what it is. But he reminds me of Tony Parker, but he might even have more upside than Tony Parker. He does. And so the Hawks had to make a deal. They had a valuable commodity in Jeff Teague. Teague is from Indiana. You could tell over the last couple of years that he had been trying to get out of here. He signed like you remember when he was a free agent, he signed a deal with Milwaukee, and the Hawks matched it. So it seemed like that he wasn't too happy or he wasn't too excited to be in ATL anyway. So I don't care. Catch fire. Catch fire. Beat it. And so they're going to let Schroeder run this thing, man. And listen, he's going to make mistakes. Yes, sometimes, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, yes, sometimes he takes bad shots, but he's young. But his potential is just crazy, man. It's stupid crazy. And so I like that. I like that move. I kind of like the picks that the Hawks had. I like the Prince kid from Baylor. Good stuff for the Hawks, man. I think they did well in the draft this year. Yeah. And I told y'all, remember when the Hawks would have a loss and, people would come in here and we talk about, the game after the game on the show. And, a lot of people like Jeff Teague. And I like Teague, too. Don't get it twisted. I think Teague is a very solid point guard. But he's reached his ceiling. I don't see Jeff Teague getting better, than really what he is right now. And what have they done since Jeff Teague was the point guard? They ain't really done a lot. They made it to the playoffs, but in relative terms, he hadn't done a lot. You got to see what you got in this Dennis Schroeder guy. I'm a big fan of this dude, man. And so the Hawks actually make a deal, and Teague's out, and Dennis Schroeder is in, man. I think he's going to be your point guard for the next 10 years. I love that kid's game. Let me read a couple of your messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From who do we got? That boy Chucky. He meant the great Shmush Parker. What do you mean, who? Who's the great Smush Parker? Who are you talking about as far as Smush Parker is concerned? From Jan from Snellville, Doug, both trades were awful. OKC breaking up their nucleus, which not helping for Durant, and the Hawks didn't get nothing for Teague. What do you mean? What do you mean they didn't? They got the Taurean Prince kid. He's a young guy. He's a guy that gives you blocks. He's a guy that can rebound. I mean, he's very athletic. Yeah, that's what they got for Teague. I mean, you think they did this without, crossing their T's and dotting their I's, Jan from Snellville? No. I like it. I absolutely like it, man. And as far as OKC, man, once again, we're not in the organization. We're not in the locker room. We don't know if they were tired of Ibaka. We don't know if Ibaka was tired of OKC. But damn it, they had a great run. They made it to 2 finals. Came a little bit short this year. Should have went to another finals. And every once in a while, you might have to tweak some things. So I'm not going to judge it right now. We'll see. From Champion Rivers, what up, Cuzzo? He says it's not hard. 12 Snickers, ice cream bars in a box. When it gets down to 3, restock. Yeah, my champ, my Cuzzo champ, man, he's very abstract in his thinking. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Hopefully I'll see you this weekend, Cuz, for the family reunion. We got the Rivers family reunion this weekend in the great state of South Carolina, in my hometown. And, man, I'm going to have a lot of stories to tell y'all on Monday. I will definitely see my Uncle Donnie and my Uncle Michael. Last time, not the last time, but the time before, we had a family reunion. My Uncle Donnie clipped me for my $300 shades. Still ain't seen him till this day. Yeah. From 334 Bama Boy, let's see, the city of Orlando versus Oklahoma City. I wouldn't complain at all. Yeah, Ibaka definitely, as far as lifestyle, stepping it up a little bit. From Loose Neck Vitamin D side, Dennis Schroeder with the bootleg Kwame blonde streak. Yeah, he got to get rid of that. I like everything about Dennis Schroeder except for that 1989 Kwame dye in his hair thing he got going on. The hell is that all about? Maybe that's how they get down in Germany. I don't know, but he got to do something about that. And I thought he's had it ever since he's been in Atlanta. I thought at some point after a year or two he would say, this is whack. Or maybe some girl he was having relations with would say, hey, man, I like you. You got a lot of money. You play for the Hawks, but what the hell is that in your damn hair? But no woman has ever told him that yet, I guess. He likes it. He clearly likes it. All right, when we get back from the break, man, it'll be hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. Man, thank y'all for hanging in there. Had a little technical issue earlier, man. Missed a couple of minutes of the show, but we'll probably extend today's show for a little bit so that we can get in everything that we want to get in. Read your chat, all of that stuff, man. I got NFL news and notes for you coming up a little bit later. Entertainment news as well. X going to give it to you. DMX in the news. We got great shows coming up later at 12 p.m. We got Sports Done Right. 2 p.m. Chief Rock and Mandelion. Eat, Sleep, and Grind. Talking sports. So we got a fun-filled day in store for you right here on SME. Don't go away. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show coming up next.
The number 1 Chief Rocket Jersey firm.
Lonely Hearts Cafe.
Spicy conversations.
It's Vince Wright, the sports governor from Minnesota.
Mandelion.
Microwave.
Reggie Long, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents.
Kicking it with Keith.
X gon' give it to you. Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play.